I.S.U.P.K.
Almost like a figment of your imagination. You think you're doing something for God. You're not doing nothing for God. You're only serving your oppressor.
Right.
This is why our forefathers and foremothers understood when they had knowledge that I can't be a Christian. There's no way I can stand for that. Being a Christian is against who I am. And that's what our people have to get back to. Understanding that Christianity is against us. You can't go in that Christian church and serve God. You can't go in that Christian church and become a better man or woman. You only get worse in the Christian church.
Right.
We might need to make that a t-shirt. You only get worse in the Christian church. Let's keep reading.
Since indescribable horrors were witnessed as they.
Hold on, indescribable horrors. Indescribable horrors. These oppressors was taking our kids and doing indescribable horrors to them, man. Do you understand that's the beginning of Christianity? How do you serve that wickedness? That's what you serve every Sunday. That's what you serve every time you pray to that white Jesus. You serve the wickedness of this Christianity that would take our kids violently. Indescribable horror would happen upon our little ones and our families. That's what you serve every day. You serve Christianity. Read.
They were torn away by world bailiffs. The latter did not obey the instructions too closely and frequently seized young people of both sex ages up to 20.
So they were taking kids up to 20 of both sexes, boys and girls. They were just taking our families left and right. They didn't care. They did all this in the name of Christianity. You gotta understand, he implanted Christianity, then they started doing this. You understand? Ain't right. Modern day child protective services. That's exactly what we're reading here. This is the beginning of it.
Right.
They call it child protective services. Ask the children that had to go through that when they become 18, 19, 20, 21, and they kind of living on their own. Was that really protecting you, or should they really just kind of help your family, you know, get everything right and give you back to your daddy or your mother or your family or your grandmother? I know a lot of people that done went through that CPS system that started here. You understand?
Right.
And ain't none of them ever told me, I'm thankful I went through CPS.
Right.
I've never heard that.
Ooh,
Never. You understand?
Right. In many cases, parents smothered their offsprings in the farewell embrace.
Read that again.
In many cases, parents smothered their offspring in a farewell embrace.
You hear that? It said, instead of being a Christian, most of our forefathers and foremothers smothered their children in a farewell embrace. Meaning what? I'd rather you die than be a Christian. I'd rather my child die than to have to serve a people that will hate him forever.
Right.
Why did our ancestors understand that, but we don't understand that? We don't understand that being American is Christian. Being an American is a Christian way of life. You understand? And guess what? our ancestors said, it's better that my young child dies than to ever be a Christian,
Right.
than to ever be an American. It's better that they die. Now, these were people that even the oppressor had to acknowledge that they had knowledge and wisdom. Because he wanted to keep them, he couldn't keep them living according to who they are. He had to keep them living according to something else. But he understood that they were rich in knowledge. You understand? Let's keep reading. We gonna keep getting a little bit more history because it get a little bit worse. We already had to smother our children because of Christianity, man. Christianity made us smother our children. What else happened?
In others, they threw them into wells in order to save them from the disgrace.
They threw the other children in wells to save them from the disgrace. Could you imagine letting your child die or drown because that is better than what else they would have to live for? Could you imagine that? Because that's what our ancestors did when they had knowledge. Now, you know, being stupid, you know, thinking, you know, Christianity, Christmas is a thing, that's different. We ain't talking about people like that because guess what? I understand you think something glorious is going to happen tomorrow. It's Mother's Day. You're going to cry to mama like you've been loving her. Ain't seen mama in 2 months. That's cool. But these people understood loving my mama is an everyday job. Loving my father is an everyday job. Loving my children is an everyday job. And those exact children that they loved every day, they said it's better that they die than become a Christian.
Right.
That's the reality of Christianity, man. Straight out of a historical accurate book. That's the reality. They either smothered them or threw them in wells and let them drown, man. Because it was better than facing the disgrace of being a Christian. Our ancestors said it's a disgrace to be a Christian. It's a disgrace to be an American. It's a disgrace to be anything that is not you. It's a disgrace. Why? Because our people understood that we're the greatest people on earth. Now let's go to the Bible and let's get that. Our people understood that. See, when you understand what we bringing out, you gonna kind of align with these people in the history book, which are your forefathers and your foremothers. I'd rather my children die than have to be a Christian. This is why we fight so hard week in, week out. Because now we just trying to kill the Christian faith. Now we just soldiering up. And we gonna kill this Christian faith one way or another. We gonna kill the American way one way or another. That thing is gonna happen. You understand? Damn right. That Christian demon will get off our people. That thing I can guarantee you. You got that? Oh, I'm sorry, dude. I thought you knew. Deuteronomy 7:6. Oh, yeah, it's a lot of places you could have went. It wouldn't matter. It's all throughout the Bible, you know. God keeps trying to tell you, hey, knock, knock, dum-dum, you're the greatest people on earth. Time to live like it. I was one of the dum-dums that woke up. You understand? I was one that understood that, okay, maybe it is something to it. He keeps saying it. I got to see what there is to it. But once I found it out, I realized we are the greatest people on earth. We're the greatest.